Get that filthy beggar out of my bank. Marcus Blackwell's voice exploded across the marble lobby. Every head turned. Every conversation stopped. A 10-year-old girl in scuffed sneakers stood frozen at the entrance, clutching a faded canvas bag like a shield. "Sir, I just want to check my balance." "Balance." He laughed, a cruel, cutting sound. "The maid's daughter wants to check her balance." The wealthy clients joined in, mocking, pointing, recording on their phones. Marcus grabbed her grandfather's code and typed it in just to humiliate her one final time. The screen flashed. $4.7 billion. His face went white. If you want to see how one satisfied little girl brought an empire to its knees, subscribe now and stay until the very end. Drop a comment telling me which city you're watching from. I want to see how far this story travels. I said, get out. Marcus Blackwell stormed across the lobby. His Italian leather shoes cracked against the marble like gunshots. The security guard scrambled to intercept the girl, but Marcus was faster. He grabbed her arm. "Let go." Lily twisted, but his grip was iron. "You're hurting me." "Good." Marcus yanked her toward the door. "Maybe pain will teach you where you belong." "My grandfather worked here for 40 years. "Your grandfather was a janitor." Marcus spat the word. "He scrubbed toilets. He mopped floors. He was nothing." Lily's eyes flashed. Something in her snapped. He was everything. She wrenched free. Her canvas bag swung wide and struck Marcus's hand. He stumbled back more from shock than force. The lobby went silent. A maid's daughter had just hit the branch director of Sterling Crown Bank. "You little..." Marcus's face twisted with rage. "Mr. Blackwell." The security guard stepped between them. "Sir, there are cameras." "I don't care about cameras." Marcus shoved him aside. "I care about teaching this street rat a lesson." "Then teach me." Lily's voice was steady now, calm, dangerous. "After you check my balance." She held up the paper. The charcoal numbers seemed to glow under the chandelier lights. Marcus froze. "What is that?" "A code. My grandfather's code." Lily stepped closer. "He said you would know what to do with it." "I don't take orders from children." "Then do it to prove I'm lying." Lily's chin lifted. "Type it in. Show everyone that the janitor's granddaughter has nothing. Humiliate me in front of all your rich friends. Isn't that what you want?" Marcus stared at her. The wealthy clients leaned in. Phones raised, recording. This was too good to miss. "Fine." Marcus snatched the paper from her hand. "Let's see what the great Edward Morgan left behind. Probably his mop money." Laughter rippled through the crowd. Marcus walked to the main terminal. He typed each character slowly, dramatically. E. C. M. Lily watched. Her heart hammered against her ribs. "Please, Grandpa. Please be real."
1, 5, 8.
The woman in diamonds giggled. "This is too precious." Vault. 777. Marcus hit enter with a flourish. The screen went black. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3. Then numbers appeared. Marcus's smile vanished. The color drained from his face like water from a broken glass. That's impossible." "What?" Lily stepped forward. "What does it say?" Marcus didn't answer. His hands were shaking. "What does it say?" $4.7 billion. The words fell like bombs. Silence crashed through the lobby. The woman in diamonds dropped her champagne glass. It shattered against the marble. "Did he say billion?" "That can't be right." "Check it again." Marcus typed frantically. His fingers slipped on the keys. He entered the code again, and again, and again. Same result. $4, $700, $1,000, $1,000. This account, he whispered, is flagged level 9. Architect Protocol. Federal Reserve linkage. What does that mean? The security guard asked. It means this isn't just money. Marcus turned to Lily. His eyes were wild with fear. Who was your grandfather? Who was he really? He was a janitor. Janitors don't have $4 billion. An alarm screamed to life. Red lights flooded the lobby. Steel shutters crashed down over every window. The golden doors locked with a sound like a coffin closing. Vault protocol activated, lockdown initiated, all exits sealed. Chaos erupted. The wealthy clients ran. They clawed at the steel shutters. They pounded on the sealed doors. A man in a pinstripe suit collapsed to his knees, screaming into his dead phone. But Lily didn't move. She stared at the screen, at the numbers that had just changed everything. "Grandpa," she breathed. "What did you do?" Marcus grabbed her collar and slammed her against the counter. "Talk. What is the Architect Protocol? What did your grandfather hide?" "I don't know." Tears streamed down Lily's face. "He just said to check the balance. He said it would explain everything." "Miller." Marcus screamed at the guard. "Lock down the vault. No one goes in or out." "Sir, the system is already—" "Do it!" Miller ran. Marcus released Lily. She slumped against the counter, gasping. "You stupid girl." Marcus's voice was hollow. "You have no idea what you've done." "What did I do? I just wanted to check my balance." "You woke up a monster." Marcus walked to the terminal. His fingers flew across the keyboard. The Architect Protocol was created in 1958, a failsafe, a way to protect the nation's financial infrastructure from nuclear attack. My grandfather was born in 1958. Your grandfather designed this system. Marcus pulled up file after file. His face grew paler with each one. Edward Morgan, Employee ID 001, Classification, Architect Prime, Security Clearance Absolute. That's not possible. He was just a janitor. He was never just a janitor. Marcus turned the screen toward her. He was the most important man in this building, and someone erased him from history. A new window popped up. Files, hundreds of files, decrypting automatically. Photographs, documents, video recordings. Marcus clicked one. 2 men shaking hands. One was a senator Lily recognized from television. The other was older, distinguished, with cold, empty eyes. Victor Ashford. Marcus breathed. The chairman. Who is Victor Ashford? The man who owns this bank. The man who owns half of Washington. Marcus's voice cracked. The man who will kill everyone in this building to keep these files buried. He clicked another file. Bank transfers, $50 million to offshore accounts. Authorization, Victor Ashford. Another file, weapons shipments, bribes to foreign officials, connections to cartels. Another, photographs of bodies, men who had threatened to expose the truth, men who had disappeared. Your grandfather wasn't hiding money, Marcus said slowly. He was hiding evidence, 40 years of evidence, proof that Victor Ashford is the most dangerous criminal in America. Lily's knees buckled. She grabbed the counter for support. And now, Marcus continued, Victor Ashford knows someone accessed these files. He's going to send his people, and they're going to kill us all. No. Lily shook her head. No, this isn't happening. This can't be happening. It's happening. Marcus grabbed her shoulders. And you're the only one who can stop it. Me, I'm 10 years old. Your grandfather chose you. He gave you the code. He made you the architect. Marcus's grip tightened. Whatever he planned, it starts with you. A phone rang. Not a cell phone. A landline. The old rotary phone behind the counter that no one had used in decades. Marcus stared at it. That line is supposed to be dead. It rang again and again. Slowly, Marcus walked to it. He lifted the receiver. "Hello." A voice came through. Cold, mechanical, familiar. "Hello, Marcus. It's been a long time." Marcus's face went gray. "Mr. Ashford?" "I see my old friend Edward finally made his move. 40 years of patience and he sends a child to do his dirty work." A low chuckle. "How disappointing." "Sir, I had no idea." "Of course you didn't. You're a useful idiot, Marcus. That's why I kept you around." The voice hardened. "But usefulness has its limits. My people will arrive in 10 minutes. You have one choice." "What choice?" "Bring me the girl and the files. Do that and you live." "Refuse." A pause. "Well, you know what happens to people who refuse me." The line went dead. Marcus stood frozen. The receiver hung from his hand. Lily watched him. Her heart pounded. What did he say? Marcus didn't answer. "Mr. Blackwell, what did he say?" Slowly, Marcus turned. His eyes met hers, and for a long, terrible moment, Lily saw him making a choice. His career, his life, his survival, or a 10-year-old girl he had never met before today. "He told me to hand you over," Marcus said quietly. Lily stepped back. "Are you going to—" Marcus looked at the phone, at the files on the screen, at 40 years of evidence that could bring down an empire. Then he looked at Lily, a little girl in scuffed sneakers, a maid's daughter, the granddaughter of a janitor who had more courage than anyone Marcus had ever known. "No," he said. He slammed the phone down. "I'm done being a coward." "We have 9 minutes." Marcus grabbed Lily's hand. "Your grandfather knew this building better than anyone. Secret passages, hidden rooms. You need to remember everything he told you." "I don't know if I can—" "You have to." Marcus pulled her toward a side door. "Victor Ashford doesn't make empty threats. His people are coming, and they won't leave witnesses." They ran into a service corridor. Emergency lights painted everything red. "Grandpa used to take me through here," Lily said. "When I was little. He called it the Secret Kingdom." "Where did it lead?" "The basement, the old vault, the places no one else knew about." "Vault 777. "I think so." A crash echoed from the lobby. Men's voices, shouting. "They're early," Marcus hissed. "Move!" They sprinted down the corridor, left at the electrical panel, right at the old elevator shaft, through a door marked "Authorized Personnel Only." Behind them, footsteps, getting closer. "This way." Lily yanked Marcus through another door. "The boiler room. There's a hidden passage." They burst into darkness. Lily's hands found the wall. She felt along the old maintenance panel. "It's here. Grandpa showed me. There's a latch. Find it." The footsteps were right outside. Lily's fingers touched metal. A hidden catch. She pulled. The wall swung open. "Go!" Marcus shoved her through and followed. The panel slammed shut behind them. Darkness swallowed them whole. They stood frozen, breathing hard, listening. Footsteps passed the boiler room, paused, moved on. Lily exhaled. They didn't find us. Yet. Marcus clicked on a flashlight. The beam revealed a narrow tunnel stretching into blackness. "Where does this lead?" "Vault 777, the original vault, the one they sealed up when they renovated. Can we access the files from there?" "I don't know, but Grandpa said if anything ever happened, I should go there." Lily pulled the bronze key from her bag. "He said this would open it." They moved forward. The tunnel twisted. The air grew cold. Water dripped from somewhere above. "Mr. Blackwell." "Yes." "Why did you change your mind? You could have handed me over. You could have saved yourself." Marcus was quiet for a long moment. 20 years ago, I was like you, young, idealistic. I believed I could change things from the inside." His voice grew bitter. Then I learned how the world really works. I learned that men like Victor Ashford always win. So I stopped fighting. I looked the other way. I became exactly what they wanted me to be. A useful idiot. Yes. Marcus's jaw tightened. But your grandfather never stopped fighting. 40 years. He watched. He waited. He gathered evidence. A janitor against an empire. He looked at Lily. If he could be that brave, then so can I. What if we don't make it? Then at least I'll die as myself, not as their puppet. The tunnel ended at a steel door. Heavy. Ancient. A combination lock on one side, a keyhole on the other. This is it, Lily whispered. Vault 777. What's the combination? Lily closed her eyes. Remembered her grandfather's voice. The most important day in the world, Lilybird. Never forget it. My birthday, she said. December 7th, 12:07:14. She turned the dial. Click. The bronze key slid into the lock. Turn, clunk. The door swung open. Inside was a room frozen in time. 1958 equipment. Filing cabinets. A rotary phone. Maps on the walls. And in the center, a desk. On the desk, a letter. Lily walked forward like she was in a dream. She picked up the envelope. Her name was written on it in shaky charcoal. She opened it. My dearest Lilybird, if you're reading this, then you found the way. You were always the bravest of us all. Inside this vault is everything. Every crime, every secret, every name. I couldn't release it while I was alive. They would have destroyed our family. But you have something I never had. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Take what I've given you and burn their world down. Then build something better. The account is yours. The power is yours. You are the architect now. Love forever, Grandpa. Lily's hands trembled. Marcus was already at the filing cabinets, pulling out folders, scanning documents. Lily, your grandfather wasn't just gathering evidence on Victor Ashford. He was documenting an entire network. Senators, judges, military commanders, foreign leaders. Marcus's voice shook. This isn't about one bank. This is about the shadow government that runs the Western world. How do we expose them? There's a broadcast system. Emergency override. It can send files to every news station, every government agency, every phone in the country. Marcus found a console against the wall. Old, but functional. Your grandfather built it himself. Then let's use it. It requires a code. The architect's final code. Lily looked at the letter again. At the bottom, written smaller than the rest. Architect Omega Broadcast, LMD 120714. Truth. I have it. She walked to the console. Her fingers found the keyboard. LMD 120714TRUTH. The screen lit up. Broadcast ready, awaiting confirmation. One button, Marcus said. One button and 40 years of evidence goes to the world. Lily's finger hovered over enter. Footsteps echoed in the tunnel behind them. They had been found. Lily! A voice boomed through the vault. Step away from the console! Men in black tactical gear poured through the door. Guns raised. Lasers dancing across Lily's chest. Behind them, a figure emerged. Old, distinguished, cold, empty eyes. Victor Ashford. Hello, little architect. He smiled. It didn't reach his eyes. Your grandfather and I have unfinished business. I'm so glad you could join us. Lily's finger stayed on the button. One more step, she said, and I send everything. You won't. Try me. Ashford studied her. His smile faded. You're brave, like Edward. He was brave too. He stepped closer. Do you know what happened to him? He died 2 weeks ago. He died because I let him die. Ashford's voice was ice. 40 years I knew he was gathering evidence. 40 years I could have killed him any time I wanted. But I waited. Because I knew eventually he would lead me to the vault. You used him. I used everyone. That's what power is. Ashford spread his hands. And now, thanks to you, I finally have what I need. The files, the broadcast system, the architect's code. You don't have anything. I have the code. And I have this. Ashford snapped his fingers. 2 men dragged someone through the door. A woman, bruised, terrified, still wearing her gray cleaning uniform. Lily's heart stopped. Mom! Lily. Rosa Morgan struggled against her captors. Baby, run. Don't worry about me. Run. Let her go! Lily screamed. She has nothing to do with this. She has everything to do with this. Ashford walked to Rosa. He gripped her chin, forcing her to look at him. She's leverage, the only leverage I need. I'll kill you. No, you won't. You're 10 years old. Ashford released Rosa. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to step away from that console. You're going to give me the architect codes, and then I'm going to decide whether your mother lives or dies. Don't do it, Lily, Rosa screamed. Don't give him anything. Shut her up. A guard struck Rosa across the face. She crumpled. Mom. Lily's finger trembled on the button. Everything she had worked for. Everything her grandfather had sacrificed. 40 years of evidence. The power to bring down an empire. Or her mother's life. Decide, Ashford said. You have 10 seconds. Lily looked at the button. At her mother. At the man who had destroyed everything. 5 seconds. Marcus stepped forward. Ashford, she's just a child. A guard slammed him to the ground. Marcus groaned. 3 seconds. Lily's eyes met her mother's. Rosa shook her head. Tears streamed down her face. But her eyes said, Don't give up. Not for me. Not for anyone. 1. Lily made her choice. I'm sorry, Mom. She pressed the button. The screen exploded with light. Broadcast initiated. Transmitting to 47,000 recipients. Victor Ashford's face twisted. Stop her! A guard lunged at Lily. She ducked under his arm and rolled across the floor. The console kept flashing. Files streaming out into the world. Mom! Lily screamed. Get down! Rosa threw her elbow into her captor's throat. He gagged and released her. She dropped to her knees as gunfire erupted above her head. Marcus tackled another guard from behind. They crashed into a filing cabinet. Papers exploded into the air like snow. The console. Ashford pointed at a soldier. Destroy it now. The soldier raised his rifle. Lily grabbed a metal chair and hurled it. It struck his arm. The shot went wild, sparking off the ceiling. Transmission 34% complete. You're too late, Lily shouted. It's already out there. The whole world is going to see what you did. Then the whole world will watch you die. Ashford pulled a pistol from his coat. He aimed it at Lily's head. Goodbye, little architect. No! Marcus slammed into Ashford from the side. The gun fired. The bullet buried itself in the wall inches from Lily's face. The 2 men crashed to the ground. Ashford was old, but vicious. He clawed at Marcus's eyes. Marcus screamed and reeled back. Ashford raised the pistol again. Rosa grabbed a fire extinguisher from the wall. She swung it with everything she had. Crack! Ashford crumpled. The pistol clattered across the floor. Transmission 67% complete. Lily! Rosa ran to her daughter. Baby, are you okay? Are you hurt? I'm fine. Lily grabbed her mother's hand. We have to go. More will come. She's right. Marcus staggered to his feet. Blood streamed from scratches near his eye. Ashford never travels with just one team. There'll be backup outside. Then how do we get out? Lily looked at the vault, at her grandfather's desk, at the maps pinned to the walls. There. She pointed at a faded blueprint. Grandpa marked it. An emergency exit. It leads to the old subway tunnels. Where? Behind the filing cabinet. The one with the red X. Marcus and Rosa shoved the cabinet aside. Behind it was a rusted metal hatch. Transmission 89% complete. Ashford groaned on the floor. His eyes fluttered open. "Run," he rasped. "Run as far as you can. It won't matter. I have people everywhere. Police, FBI, Congress." He laughed weakly. "You can't escape what I built." Lily walked toward him. "Lily, don't." Rosa reached for her. But Lily kept walking. She stopped right in front of Victor Ashford and looked down at him. "My grandfather was afraid of you his whole life," she said quietly. "He hid in the shadows. He never got to see his family safe. He never got to live without fear. And he died a coward." "No." Lily's voice hardened. "He died a hero. He just didn't know it yet." Transmission 100% complete. The screen flashed green. Files delivered to FBI headquarters, DOJ, Criminal Division, CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS, New York Times, Washington Post, BBC, and 46,987 other recipients. Ashford's face went white. "What have you done?" "I finished what he started." Lily turned her back on him and walked to the hatch. Rosa and Marcus were already climbing down. "This isn't over," Ashford screamed after her. "I'll find you. I'll destroy everything you love. You hear me, this isn't over." Lily paused at the hatch. "You're wrong, Mr. Ashford." She looked back one last time. "It's been over for 40 years. You just didn't know it." She dropped into the darkness. The hatch slammed shut above her. The subway tunnel smelled like rust and forgotten time. Lily's sneakers splashed through shallow puddles. Rosa gripped her hand so tight it almost hurt. Marcus led the way with his dying flashlight. "How far?" Rosa's voice echoed off the curved walls. "I don't know. The blueprint showed it connecting to the old City Hall station, the abandoned one." "That's half a mile from here," Marcus said. "Can you make it?" "I don't have a choice." They moved faster. Behind them, somewhere in the darkness, a hatch clanged open. "They're following us," Marcus hissed. "Go!" They ran. The tunnel twisted and branched. Lily tried to remember her grandfather's stories. The secret kingdom, the paths only he knew. Left at the broken rail, right at the collapsed pillar, straight through the flooded section. "Lily, are you sure about this?" Rosa gasped for air. "I can't see anything." "Trust me, Mom. Grandpa showed me, in his stories. He always said the stories were maps." "Maps to what?" "To freedom." A gunshot echoed behind them. The bullet ricocheted off the tunnel wall. "Down!" Marcus shoved them behind a support column. More shots rang out. Concrete chips exploded around them. "We're pinned!" Rosa clutched Lily to her chest. "We can't outrun bullets." "We don't have to." Lily pointed ahead. "There." "The junction box. Grandpa said there's a manual switch. It controls the emergency barriers." "What barriers?" "The ones they installed during the Cold War, to seal off the tunnels in case of attack." Marcus peered around the column. More flashlights approaching. At least 6 men. "I'll draw their fire," he said. "You two get to the switch." "Marcus, no. I didn't save you just to watch you die here." He grabbed a chunk of concrete from the ground. "When I throw this, you run. Don't stop. Don't look back." Rosa's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you for everything." "Don't thank me yet." Marcus smiled grimly. "We're not out of this." He hurled the concrete down a side tunnel. It clattered loudly. "Over there!" a voice shouted. Flashlights swung toward the sound. "Now!" Lily and Rosa sprinted. 30 feet. 20 feet. 10. Lily reached the junction box. Her fingers found the lever. Rusted. Stiff. She pulled with everything she had. It didn't move. "Come on!" She pulled harder. "Come on!" There they are. Gunfire erupted. Rosa threw herself over Lily. A bullet grazed her shoulder. She screamed, but didn't let go. "Mom!" "Pull the lever, baby. Pull it!" Lily grabbed the lever with both hands. She planted her feet. She thought of her grandfather, of his rough hands, of his gentle voice, of the promise she made. She pulled. Clang! The lever gave way. A massive steel barrier crashed down from the ceiling. It slammed into the tunnel floor with a sound like thunder. Dust exploded everywhere. The gunfire stopped. They were sealed off. "Mom!" Lily scrambled to Rosa. "Mom, you're bleeding." "It's just a scratch." Rosa winced but smiled. "I've had worse from oven burns. We need to keep moving." Marcus emerged from the shadows. His shirt was torn. He was limping, but he was alive. "That barrier won't hold them forever. They'll find another way around." "How do you know?" "Because that's what I would do." They pressed on. The old City Hall station was a ghost. Lily had seen pictures in her grandfather's albums. Grand arches, tiled mosaics, crystal chandeliers. It had been beautiful once. Now it was a tomb. "The exit should be through there." Marcus pointed at a collapsed stairway. "If the maps are right. And if they're wrong, then we find another way." They climbed over rubble. Rosa winced with every movement, but refused to slow down. Lily stayed close, ready to catch her if she fell. "Mom, let me see your shoulder." "Later." "Now." Rosa sighed but stopped. She peeled back her shirt. The bullet had carved a deep groove across her deltoid. Blood soaked through the fabric. "It needs pressure." Lily tore a strip from her own shirt and wrapped it tight around the wound. "This'll hold until we get out." "When did you learn first aid?" "Grandpa taught me. He said every architect needs to know how to fix what's broken." Rosa's eyes glistened. "He really prepared you for this, didn't he?" "He prepared me for everything." Lily tied off the bandage. "Except how much it would hurt to miss him." Rosa pulled her daughter close. "I miss him too, baby. Every single day." "We need to move." Marcus's voice was urgent. "I hear something." They listened. Footsteps, coming from multiple directions. "They're surrounding us," Rosa whispered. "How did they—" "The radio!" Marcus cursed. "Ashford's men have radios. They're coordinating." "What do we do?" Lily looked around. At the collapsed station. At the sealed tunnels. At the single shaft of light breaking through a crack in the ceiling. "Up," she said. "What?" "We go up. That crack leads to the surface. If we can climb—" "Lily, that's 30 feet of crumbling concrete." "Do you have a better idea?" Marcus looked at the approaching flashlights. At Rosa's bleeding shoulder. At the 10-year-old girl who had outsmarted a billionaire. "No," he admitted. "I don't." They climbed. Lily's arms burned. She found handholds in the ancient stonework. Cracks, ledges, exposed rebar. Each grip threatened to give way. Each movement sent debris raining down. Below her, Rosa struggled. Her injured arm made climbing almost impossible. "Mom, grab my hand." "I can't reach." "Yes, you can." Rosa stretched. Her fingers brushed Lily's. Slipped. She fell. Marcus caught her. His body slammed against the wall, but he held on. "I've got you," he grunted. "Climb on my shoulders." "Your leg." "Doesn't matter. Climb." Rosa climbed. Lily reached down, grabbed her mother's hand. Pulled. They made it to a narrow ledge. "Marcus?" Lily looked down. "Your turn." Marcus started climbing. His injured leg dragged uselessly. He pulled himself up on arm strength alone. 10 feet, 15, 20. His hand found the ledge. "Almost there." Lily grabbed his wrist. "Just a little more." A gunshot cracked. Marcus jerked. His grip loosened. "Marcus, go." His voice was barely a whisper. "Get out of here." "No, we're not leaving you. You have to." Blood bubbled at the corner of his mouth. "The files are out. The truth is out. That's all that matters now. Please don't do this. Tell the world what happened here." Marcus smiled. It was peaceful. "Tell them about the janitor who never stopped fighting. Tell them about the little girl who finished what he started." His fingers slipped. "Marcus!" He fell. His body struck the rubble below. He didn't move. "No, no, no, no!" Rosa grabbed Lily. "Baby, we have to go. We have to go now. We can't leave him." "He's gone, Lily." Rosa's voice broke. "He's gone. But we're not. And he didn't die so we could get caught." Lily's entire body shook with sobs. She looked down at Marcus's still form. At the man who had mocked her, saved her, and died for her. All in one day. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I'm so sorry." Then she turned and climbed toward the light. The surface was chaos. Lily pushed through the crack in the concrete and emerged into a world on fire. Police cars everywhere, news helicopters circling overhead, crowds of people behind barricades holding phones recording everything. "There!" someone shouted. "Someone's coming out!" Reporters surged forward. Cameras flashed. Microphones appeared from every direction. Rosa pulled herself out behind Lily. Her shoulder was soaked with blood. Her face was pale, but she was standing. "Stay close to me," Rosa said. "Don't let go of my hand." They stumbled toward the police line. "Ma'am, ma'am," a reporter shoved through the crowd. "Are you Rosa Morgan? Is this your daughter?" No comment. "The files that were released, did your father really gather evidence for 40 years? No comment. Lily Morgan." Another reporter. "The internet is calling you the architect's heir. What do you say to Victor Ashford?" Lily stopped. She looked at the camera, at the world watching, at everyone who had ever been crushed by powerful men who thought they were untouchable. "I say," her voice was raw, exhausted, but clear. "I say the truth doesn't care how rich you are, or how powerful, or how many people you've bought." She held up her grandfather's bronze key. "My grandfather was a janitor. He cleaned your floors. He emptied your trash. You walked past him every day and never saw him." Her chin lifted. "But he saw you. He saw everything. And now the whole world sees it too." The crowd erupted. Cheers, screams, chants of, "Architect, architect." Rosa pulled Lily close. They pushed through the chaos toward a waiting ambulance. "Ma'am, you need medical attention." "Just get us somewhere safe," Rosa said. "Please, anywhere." They climbed into the ambulance. The doors slammed shut. The siren wailed. Through the window, Lily watched the city blur past. Sterling Crown Bank was surrounded by federal agents. Black SUVs were being searched. Men in expensive suits were being led out in handcuffs. And somewhere in there, Victor Ashford was realizing that his empire had crumbled. Because of a janitor. Because of a maid. Because of a 10-year-old girl who just wanted to check her balance. The hospital room was quiet. Rosa slept in the bed next to her shoulder-bandaged face, peaceful for the first time in hours. Lily sat by the window. She watched the sun rise over the city, orange and pink and gold painting the buildings like a promise. Her phone buzzed. She looked at it. A news alert. Breaking Victor Ashford arrested on 147 federal charges. Evidence links him to decades of corruption, money laundering and political manipulation. FBI director calls it the largest financial crime exposure in American history. Another alert. Sterling Crown Bank shares plummet 89%. Chairman's assets frozen. Congressional investigation launched. Another. Internet hails architect's heir as hero. Lily Morgan trending worldwide. Lily set down the phone. She didn't feel like a hero. She felt tired and sad, and old in a way that 10-year-olds shouldn't feel. Marcus was dead. Her grandfather was dead. The truth was out, but the cost had been everything. A knock at the door. Lily looked up. A woman in a dark suit entered. She had short gray hair and sharp eyes that missed nothing. Lily Morgan. Who are you? Agent Sarah Chen, FBI. She held up a badge. I'm the lead investigator on the Ashford case. Are you here to arrest me? No. Agent Chen sat down across from her. I'm here to thank you. Thank me. Your grandfather's files have already led to 23 arrests, senators, judges, corporate executives. We've been trying to build a case against these people for decades. You handed us everything on a silver platter. My grandfather handed it to you. I just pressed a button. You did a lot more than that. Agent Chen leaned forward. You survived. You protected your mother. You stood up to one of the most dangerous men in America, and you didn't blink. Lily was quiet. The evidence also includes financial records, Agent Chen continued. The $4.7 billion in your grandfather's account, it wasn't stolen. It was accumulated over 40 years through legitimate investments made under shell companies to avoid detection. What does that mean? It means the money is legally yours. Once we finish processing the evidence, the account will be transferred to your name. Lily stared at her. I don't want it. Excuse me. The money, I don't want it. Lily looked out the window. My grandfather didn't gather that evidence for money. He did it because it was right. If I take billions of dollars, I'm just another person who profited from other people's suffering. Agent Chen studied her for a long moment. What do you want to do with it? Lily thought about Marcus, about his final words, about the guilt he carried for 20 years of looking the other way. She thought about her mother, about Rosa's rough red hands, about double shifts and foreclosure notices and never having enough. She thought about all the people like them, invisible, forgotten, stepped on by the powerful. I want to build something, Lily said slowly, a foundation for people like my mom, people who work hard but never get ahead, people who the system was designed to crush. That's very noble. It's not noble. It's what Grandpa would have wanted. Lily met the agent's eyes. He spent 40 years in the shadows. I don't want to hide anymore. I want to help. Agent Chen smiled. It was the first genuine warmth Lily had seen from her. Your grandfather would be proud. I hope so. The door opened again. Rosa stood in the doorway. Her arm was in a sling, but color had returned to her cheeks. Baby, is everything okay? Lily stood up. She walked to her mother and wrapped her arms around her. Yeah, Mom. She buried her face in Rosa's shoulder. Everything's going to be okay. Rosa held her tight. Outside, the sun continued to rise, and somewhere in a federal holding cell, Victor Ashford watched the same sunrise through barred windows, knowing that his 40-year empire had been destroyed by a girl in scuffed sneakers who just wanted to check her balance. 3 weeks later, the nightmare returned. Lily woke up screaming, Baby! Rosa burst through the bedroom door. Baby, I'm here. I'm right here. Lily couldn't breathe. Her chest heaved. Her hands clawed at the sheets. She could still see it, Marcus falling his blood on the stones, his eyes going empty. He died because of me. Lily gasped. He died because I pressed the button. No. Rosa climbed onto the bed and pulled her daughter close. He died because he chose to fight. That was his choice, Lily, not yours. But if I hadn't gone to the bank, then Ashford would still be free. Hundreds of criminals would still be in power. Your grandfather's sacrifice would have meant nothing. Rosa stroked Lily's hair. Marcus knew what he was doing. He wanted to be brave. You gave him that chance. Lily's sobs slowly quieted. I miss Grandpa, she whispered. I know, baby. Me too. Do you think he's proud of me? Rosa pulled back. She looked into her daughter's eyes. I think he's the proudest grandfather in heaven right now, and I think he's telling everyone up there about his Lilybird who brought down an empire. Lily almost smiled. Almost. The phone on the nightstand buzzed. Rosa glanced at it. Her face changed. What is it? Lily asked. Agent Chen. She wants to meet us at the Federal Building. Says it's urgent. Urgent how? Rosa's jaw tightened. She didn't say. The Federal Building was crawling with security. Lily counted 6 checkpoints before they reached Agent Chen's office. Armed guards at every door. Metal detectors. X-ray machines. It felt less like a government building and more like a fortress. Mrs. Morgan. Lily. Agent Chen stood as they entered. Her face was drawn. Dark circles under her eyes. Thank you for coming on short notice. What's going on? Rosa asked. Your message sounded serious. It is. Agent Chen gestured to 2 chairs. Please, sit down. They sat. Agent Chen walked to the window. She stared out at the city for a long moment before speaking. Victor Ashford escaped custody last night. The words hit like a punch. What? Rosa shot to her feet. How is that possible? He was in a maximum security facility. We don't know yet. His cell was empty at 3 a.m. No alarms, no footage. It's like he just vanished. People don't vanish from federal prison. No, they don't. Agent Chen turned to face them. Us. Which means he had help. Someone on the inside. Someone with very high clearance. Lily's blood ran cold. He's coming for us, she said quietly. Isn't he? Agent Chen didn't answer. That was answer enough. We need to get you into protective custody, Agent Chen said. Immediately. We have a safe house. No. Everyone turned to Lily. Lily, Rosa started. This isn't the time to... I said no. Lily stood up. Her hands were trembling, but her voice was steady. If I hide, he wins. If I run, he wins. That's exactly what he wants. He wants you dead, Agent Chen said bluntly. You humiliated him in front of the entire world. You destroyed his empire. Men like Ashford don't forget that. Good. Then he'll come for me. Lily? I'm serious, Mom. Lily turned to Rosa. Grandpa hid for 40 years. He was always looking over his shoulder. Always afraid. And in the end, he died without ever being free. Her voice cracked. I don't want to live like that. I can't. So what do you suggest? Agent Chen asked. We just let you walk around like nothing happened. No, we set a trap. Silence. Agent Chen's eyebrows rose. A trap? Ashford thinks I'm just a scared little girl. He thinks I got lucky. He doesn't know... Lily paused. He doesn't know that Grandpa left me more than just files. What do you mean? Lily reached into her bag. She pulled out a small notebook. Leather-bound. Ancient. I found this in the vault, hidden under a loose floorboard. I didn't tell anyone because I wasn't sure what it meant. She opened it to a marked page. But I've been reading it every night, studying it. Agent Chen took the notebook. Her eyes scanned the pages. Her face went pale. This is a list of every asset Ashford controls. Shell companies, hidden accounts, safe houses, even the names of his contacts inside the government. Including the person who helped him escape, Agent Chen flipped through more pages. She stopped at one entry. Deputy Director Harold Vance, FBI Internal Affairs. She looked up. That's my boss's boss. Then you know who to watch. Agent Chen stared at Lily. How did your grandfather get all this? 40 years of watching, 40 years of listening, 40 years of being invisible. Lily took the notebook back. Ashford thought he was untouchable. He never noticed the janitor writing everything down. Rosa put her hand on Lily's shoulder. Baby, even if this information is accurate, Ashford is dangerous. He has resources connections. So do I. Lily met her mother's eyes. I have $4.7 billion. I have 40 years of evidence. And I have something Ashford never had. What's that? People who actually believe in me. The plan came together in 48 hours. Lily didn't sleep. Neither did Rosa. Neither did Agent Chen. They pored over the notebook, cross-referenced names, built a timeline, identified Ashford's most likely moves. He'll need money first, Agent Chen said on the second night. His assets are frozen, but he has emergency funds hidden offshore. Here. She pointed to a page. The Cayman Islands. Account number matches one of his shell companies. Can we freeze it? Not without alerting him. The moment we move on that account, he'll know we're onto him. Then we don't freeze it. Lily studied the page. We watch it. We wait for him to access it. And when he does, we trace the withdrawal. That could take weeks. We don't have weeks. Lily flipped to another section. Look at this. Ashford has a pattern. Every time he's in trouble, he goes to the same person. A fixer named Elena Marchetti. She runs a private security firm in New York. I know Marchetti, Agent Chen said grimly. We've tried to build a case against her for years. She's untouchable. She was untouchable. But look. Lily pointed to a handwritten note in the margin. Grandpa wrote this, Marchetti Leverage in Safety Deposit Box, First Republic Bank, Manhattan. Box 1142. Agent Chen's eyes widened. Your grandfather had dirt on Marchetti. Grandpa had dirt on everyone. Lily closed the notebook. If we can get to that safety deposit box before Ashford does, we can turn Marchetti. Make her work for us instead of him. That's a big if. It's our only shot. Rosa had been silent through this exchange. Now she spoke. Lily, this plan, it's dangerous. You're asking to put yourself in the middle of, I'm already in the middle, Mom. I've been in the middle since the moment I walked into that bank. Lily took her mother's hands. But I'm not doing this alone. I have you. I have Agent Chen. And I have Grandpa watching over me. Rosa's eyes filled with tears. When did you grow up so fast? When I didn't have a choice. They held each other for a long moment. Then, Agent Chen cleared her throat. There's something else you should know. The foundation you wanted to create, the Morgan Architect Foundation, it's been officially registered. The paperwork went through this morning. Lily looked up. Really? Really? And we've already received our first donation. An anonymous gift of $50 million. Agent Chen smiled slightly. The note attached said, For the janitor's granddaughter. Keep fighting. Lily's throat tightened. Who sent it? We don't know. But whoever it is, they believe in what you're doing. For the first time in weeks, Lily felt something other than fear. She felt hope. The flight to New York was bumpy. Lily stared out the window at the clouds. Rosa sat beside her holding her hand. Agent Chen was 2 rows back, speaking quietly into a secure phone. What are you thinking about? Rosa asked. Marcus. What about him? He asked me to tell his story, to tell the world about the janitor who never stopped fighting. Lily paused. But I never asked about his story. I don't even know if he had a family. We can find out. After this is over. What if there's no after? Lily's voice was small. What if Ashford wins? Rosa squeezed her hand. Then we go down fighting. Together. Lily nodded. Together. That word meant everything. Manhattan was loud and fast and overwhelming. Lily had never been to New York before. The crowds, the noise, the buildings that seemed to scrape the sky itself. "Stay close," Agent Chen said as they exited the terminal. "I have a team waiting at the bank. If anything goes wrong, it won't." "Lily, it won't." Lily shouldered her bag. "Grandpa planned for everything. He wouldn't have written that note unless he knew we could get to the box." They climbed into a black SUV. Tinted windows, armed driver. The drive to First Republic Bank took 20 minutes. 20 minutes of silence. 20 minutes of Lily running through every possible scenario in her head. What if Ashford was already there? What if Marchetti had moved the evidence? What if this was all a trap? The SUV stopped. "We're here," the driver said. Lily looked at the building. Tall. Imposing. The kind of place that had guards at every entrance and cameras on every corner. "The safety deposit boxes are in the basement," Agent Chen said. "I'll go in first. Clear the way. When I give the signal, you and Rosa follow." "Okay." Agent Chen got out. Lily watched her walk toward the entrance. Confident. Professional. Like she did this every day. Maybe she did. 5 minutes passed. Then Agent Chen's voice crackled through the radio. "We have a problem." Rosa grabbed Lily's arm. "What kind of problem?" "Someone else is here. They accessed box 1142 10 minutes ago." Lily's heart stopped. "Ashford?" "No. A woman. Blonde. Late 40s. She's still in the vault." "Elena Marchetti." "She's taking the evidence," Lily said. "We have to stop her." "Lily, wait." But Lily was already out of the car. She ran. The bank lobby was all glass and marble, and people in expensive suits. Lily pushed through them. She didn't care about the stairs. She didn't care about the security guard shouting at her. She only cared about reaching the vault. Miss, you can't go down there." Lily found the stairway. She took the steps 3 at a time. "Lily!" Rosa's voice echoed behind her. "Lily, stop." She couldn't stop. If Marchetti got away with that evidence, Ashford would disappear forever. He'd rebuild. He'd come back stronger. And he'd never stop hunting them. This ended now. Lily burst through the vault door. A woman stood at the open safety deposit box. Blonde. Sharp features. Cold eyes. Elena Marchetti. In her hands was a thick manila envelope. "Give me that," Lily said. Marchetti turned slowly. She looked at Lily like she was examining an insect. "The architect's heir." Her voice was smooth, cultured, dangerous. "I've heard so much about you. Give me the envelope. Or what you'll scream for security." Marchetti laughed softly. "Little girl, I own security. I own this bank. I own half the police force in this city. You don't own me." "No, but Victor does." Marchetti stepped closer. "He's very angry with you, you know. What you did, it cost him everything. His empire, his reputation, his freedom." "Good." "You don't understand." Marchetti's smile faded. "Victor Ashford doesn't lose. He's been playing this game for 50 years. He's destroyed presidents, toppled governments, made billionaires disappear." She leaned down until her face was inches from Lily's. "What makes you think a 10-year-old girl can beat him?" Lily didn't blink. "Because I'm not playing his game. I'm playing my grandfather's." She grabbed the envelope. Marchetti grabbed her wrist. "Let go," Marchetti hissed, "or I'll snap your arm like a twig." "Lily!" Rosa exploded through the vault door. She tackled Marchetti from behind. The two women crashed into the safety deposit boxes. The envelope flew from Marchetti's hands. Lily caught it. "Run!" Rosa screamed. "Get out of here! I'm not leaving you. Marchetti threw Rosa off. She pulled a knife from her sleeve, a thin, wicked blade. "I'm going to enjoy this," Marchetti said. She lunged at Rosa. Agent Chen appeared from nowhere. She caught Marchetti's arm. Twisted. The knife clattered to the floor. "Elena Marchetti, you're under arrest," Marchetti snarled. She fought like a wild animal. But Agent Chen was stronger, faster. She forced Marchetti to the ground and cuffed her hands behind her back. "You can't hold me," Marchetti spat. "I have lawyers. I have connections. I'll be out in an hour." "Maybe." Agent Chen yanked her to her feet. "But by then, your boss will already be in custody." Marchetti's face changed. "What are you talking about?" Agent Chen smiled. "You really think this was about the envelope? This was about you, Elena. About making you panic. About making you contact Ashford." She held up her phone. "We've been tracking your communications for the last 48 hours. Every call, every text, every encrypted message." Marchetti's eyes went wide. "No." "Oh yes, and 20 minutes ago you sent a distress signal to an address in Queens, an address we've had under surveillance since yesterday." Agent Chen's smile widened. "Right now, my team is kicking down the door." Marchetti's face crumpled. "Victor will kill me. He'll kill all of us." "Victor can't kill anyone from a federal supermax." Agent Chen gestured to her team. "Take her away." As they dragged Marchetti out, Lily looked at the envelope in her hands. "What's inside?" she asked. Agent Chen took it, opened it, pulled out a stack of photographs. Her face went pale. "What is it?" Rosa asked. "Insurance." Agent Chen's voice was hollow. "Photographs of every meeting Ashford ever had. Politicians, judges, foreign leaders, some of these people." She shook her head. "Some of these people are in the current administration." "So Ashford wasn't just running a criminal empire," Lily said slowly. "He was running the government." "Parts of it, yes." Lily felt sick. "And now we burn it all down." Agent Chen looked at her. "Every corrupt official, every dirty cop, every bought judge. We have the proof. We have the names. We have everything." "What about Ashford?" Agent Chen's phone buzzed. She answered it, listened. Her expression didn't change. "Copy that. Bring him in." She hung up. "They got him. Queen's apartment. He was trying to access a hidden server when our team breached." Lily's legs went weak. "It's over." "The arrest is over. The trial?" Agent Chen sighed. "The trial will take years. But yes, Victor Ashford is done." Rosa pulled Lily into her arms. "You did it, baby. You actually did it." Lily buried her face in her mother's shoulder, but she didn't feel triumphant. She felt empty. "Marcus should be here," she whispered. "Grandpa should be here. They should see this." "They do see it." Rosa stroked her hair. "Wherever they are, they're watching, and they're proud." Lily closed her eyes. She wanted to believe that. She really did. The flight back home was quiet. Rosa slept. Agent Chen worked on her laptop. Lily stared out the window at the clouds turning gold in the sunset. Her phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. She opened it. "Well played, little architect. But the game isn't over. Sleep tight." Lily's blood turned to ice. She looked at Agent Chen. "I thought you arrested Ashford." "We did? He's in custody." "Then who sent this?" She showed Agent Chen the text. Agent Chen's face hardened. "He has people everywhere, Lily. Loyalists. True believers. Taking down Ashford was never going to end this." She met Lily's eyes. "You cut off the head, but the body is still moving." Lily looked back at the message. Sleep tight. She wasn't going to sleep for a long time, but she wasn't going to run either. Victor Ashford had started this war. Lily Morgan was going to finish it. The threatening texts didn't stop. Every night, same time. 3:47 a.m. Did you sleep well, little architect? I'm watching your mother leave for work. That school looks nice. Shame if something happened to it. Lily stopped sleeping. She sat by the window every night watching the street waiting for shadows that might be men. Rosa noticed. You look terrible, she said on the 5th morning. When did you last eat? I'm not hungry. Lily. I said I'm not hungry. Lily pushed away from the table. I need to call Agent Chen. There has to be a way to trace these messages. We've tried. Rosa's voice was gentle but tired. They're using encrypted servers, burner phones. The FBI can't track them. Then the FBI isn't trying hard enough. Baby, you need to take a breath. You're running yourself into the ground. I don't have time to breathe. Lily spun around. Her eyes were red, wild. Don't you understand? These people killed Marcus. They almost killed you. And now they're toying with us like we're mice. So, what do you want to do? Fight the entire criminal underworld by yourself? If I have to. Rosa grabbed Lily's shoulders. Listen to me. Your grandfather fought alone for 40 years. And yes, he gathered evidence. Yes, he made a difference. But he also missed your mother's childhood. He missed birthdays and graduations, and all the small moments that make life worth living. Rosa's voice broke. I won't let you make the same mistake. I won't lose you to this crusade. Lily's anger crumbled. She fell into her mother's arms. I'm so scared, Mom. I pretend to be brave, but I'm so scared. I know, baby. I'm scared too. What if they hurt you? What if I can't protect us? Then we protect each other. Rosa pulled back and looked into Lily's eyes. That's what family does. We don't fight alone. We fight together. The doorbell rang. They both froze. Rosa moved first. She grabbed a kitchen knife and walked slowly to the door. Who is it? Agent Chen. Open up. Rosa checked the peephole. Then she opened the door. Agent Chen stood on the porch. Behind her were 2 federal marshals. We need to go, now. What happened? Ashford made bail. The words didn't register at first. That's impossible, Lily said. He was charged with 147 federal crimes. There's no bail for that. There is when you have a judge in your pocket. Agent Chen's jaw was tight. Judge Harrison Caldwell. He signed the release order an hour ago. Ashford walked out of federal custody 20 minutes ago. Where is he now? We don't know. His ankle monitor was removed at the courthouse. By the time we realized what happened, he was gone. Lily's blood ran cold. He's coming here. That's why we need to move. Agent Chen gestured to the marshals. Grab what you can carry. You have 2 minutes. Rosa didn't argue. She ran upstairs. Lily grabbed her grandfather's notebook from the living room. The bronze key, the letter, everything that mattered. 90 seconds later, they were in an armored SUV. The vehicle pulled away from the curb just as a black sedan turned onto their street. Lily watched through the rear window. The sedan stopped in front of their house. A figure got out. Even from this distance, she recognized him. Victor Ashford. He looked directly at the SUV, directly at her, and he smiled. The safe house was an hour outside the city, remote, fortified, surrounded by federal agents. Lily hated it immediately. This feels like a cage, she said. It's protection, Agent Chen replied. Ashford has resources, but he can't reach you here. He reached a federal judge. He walked out of maximum security custody. What makes you think a house in the woods will stop him? Agent Chen didn't have an answer. The first night was quiet. Too quiet. Lily couldn't sleep. She wandered the house, checking locks, peering through windows. At 3:47 a.m., her phone buzzed. Nice house. I like the blue shutters. Lily's heart stopped. She ran to Agent Chen's room, pounded on the door. He knows where we are. Ashford knows where we are. Agent Chen was up in seconds, gun drawn, Radio crackling. All units, we may have a breach. Check the perimeter, now. Agents scrambled. 15 minutes later, the report came back. Nothing. No footprints, no vehicles, no sign of anyone. He's playing mind games, Agent Chen said, trying to rattle you. It's working. That's exactly what he wants. Agent Chen holstered her weapon. Lily, I know this is hard, but you can't let him win the psychological war. If you crack, he wins without lifting a finger. So what do I do? Just ignore him while he taunts me? No, you turn the tables. How? Agent Chen sat down. She looked tired. For the first time, Lily saw the weight she was carrying. Ashford has always been the hunter. He's used to people running, hiding, cowering. But you're different. You went into his bank and exposed his entire empire. You're the only person who's ever beaten him. I got lucky. No, you were prepared. Your grandfather prepared you. Agent Chen leaned forward. Ashford escaped because he thinks he can still salvage this. He thinks if he eliminates you, the evidence won't matter. The witnesses won't matter. He can rebuild. Can he? Not if we destroy his foundation first. Lily frowned. What do you mean? The files your grandfather gathered, they didn't just expose Ashford. They exposed his entire network. Every dirty politician, every corrupt judge, every bought cop. Agent Chen's eyes gleamed. We've been building cases against them all, quietly, carefully, waiting for the right moment. And the moment is now. Tomorrow morning, the Department of Justice is announcing coordinated arrests across 17 states. Senators, judges, police chiefs, CEOs, everyone who ever took Ashford's money. Lily's breath caught. All of them. All of them. By this time tomorrow, Victor Ashford won't have anyone left to call. No allies, no escape routes, no protection. Agent Chen smiled grimly. He'll be completely alone. And then we take him down. For good. The arrests made headlines around the world. Lily watched the coverage on the Safe House TV. Rosa sat beside her, gripping her hand. Senator Thomas Mitchell, arrested in his office, dragged out in handcuffs. Judge Harrison Caldwell, the same judge who released Ashford, arrested at his country club. Deputy Director Harold Vance, Agent Chen's corrupt superior, arrested in the FBI parking lot. 47 people in total. 47 pillars of Ashford's empire crumbling in a single morning. It's really happening, Rosa whispered. They're actually falling. Not all of them. Lily's eyes stayed on the screen. Ashford is still out there. As if on cue, her phone buzzed. She looked at the message. Impressive, but you missed one. Before Lily could respond, the TV coverage cut to breaking news. We're getting reports of an explosion at a federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. Early reports suggest multiple casualties. Lily's blood turned to ice. Agent Chen ran into the room. It's Ashford. He bombed the courthouse where his trial documents were being held. Casualties. 12 confirmed dead, dozens more injured. Agent Chen's face was ashen. He's sending a message. If he goes down, everyone goes down. He's insane. He's desperate. There's a difference. Agent Chen grabbed her phone. I need to coordinate with the DC office. Stay here. Don't leave this house for any reason. She was gone. Lily stared at the TV. Smoke, flames, bodies being carried out on stretchers. This was her fault. She had poked the bear. She had exposed his empire. And now innocent people were dying because of it. This isn't on you, Rosa said quietly. You hear me? This is on Ashford, only Ashford. He did this because of what I did. He did this because he's a monster. He was always a monster. You didn't create him. Rosa turned Lily to face her. You exposed him. There's a difference. 12 people are dead, Mom. And thousands will be saved because you had the courage to fight. Rosa's voice was fierce. Your grandfather didn't spend 40 years gathering evidence so you could blame yourself when the bad guys lash out. He did it so the world would know the truth, and now they know. Lily closed her eyes. She wanted to believe her mother. She wanted to believe that the cost was worth it. But 12 faces flashed through her mind. 12 people who had woken up this morning without knowing it was their last day. Because of her. Her phone buzzed again. How does it feel, little architect, to have blood on your hands? Lily threw the phone across the room. It shattered against the wall. Rosa held her while she screamed. 2 days passed. The manhunt for Ashford intensified. Every airport, every border crossing, every private airfield. His face was on every screen in America, but he had vanished. It's like hunting a ghost, Agent Chen admitted during a briefing. He has money hidden that we haven't found, resources we didn't know about. He can't hide forever, Lily said. No, but he can hide long enough to do more damage. Then we stop hiding too. Everyone looked at her. What do you mean? Rosa asked. Ashford is playing this game on his terms. We're reacting to him, running from him, waiting for him to make the next move. Lily stood up. I'm done waiting. Lily, you can't just... I'm going to draw him out. Agent Chen's eyes narrowed. How? A press conference. Tomorrow. I'll announce that the Morgan Architect Foundation is offering a $50 million reward for information leading to Ashford's arrest. Lily's jaw tightened. And I'll tell the world that I'm not afraid of him, that I'll never stop fighting until he's in prison or dead. That's suicide. You'll be painting a target on your back. The target's already there. At least this way I choose the battlefield. Lily, no. Rosa grabbed her arm. I won't let you do this. Mom? I said no. You're my daughter. You're 10 years old. You are not going to stand in front of cameras and dare a terrorist to come kill you. Then what? We hide here forever. We let him win. We let the professionals handle it. The professionals can't find him. The professionals let him walk out of prison. Lily's voice cracked. I'm the only one he's afraid of, Mom. I'm the only one who's ever beaten him. If I don't do this, he'll keep killing. He'll keep running. And eventually he'll find us anyway. Rosa's face crumpled. I can't lose you. You're all I have left. And you're all I have. Lily took her mother's hands. But Grandpa didn't raise me to hide. He raised me to fight. And right now the best way to fight is to stand up and show Ashford that he hasn't broken me. Rosa looked at Agent Chen. Agent Chen sighed. It's insane. Reckless. Probably the worst idea I've ever heard. She paused. But it might work. You can't be serious, Rosa said. Ashford is obsessed with Lily. She humiliated him, destroyed his empire. He won't be able to resist the chance to confront her directly. Agent Chen's mind was already working. If we set up the press conference right, control the environment, have assets in place. We could trap him, Lily finished. Or we could get you killed. I'm willing to take that risk. Rosa closed her eyes. When she opened them, there were tears on her cheeks. If you do this, she said slowly, I'm standing beside you. Every second, no matter what. Lily squeezed her hands. I wouldn't have it any other way. The press conference was held at the steps of the Capitol. Maximum visibility, maximum security, maximum bait. Lily stood behind a podium bristling with microphones. Rosa stood to her right, Agent Chen to her left. Behind them, a wall of federal agents and police officers. The crowd was enormous. Reporters from every network, cameras from every country. The whole world was watching. Lily took a deep breath. 3 weeks ago, I walked into Sterling Crown Bank. I was just a girl with a piece of paper, a code my grandfather gave me. Her voice rang out across the plaza. The people in that bank laughed at me. They mocked me. They called me a beggar's daughter." She paused. "They're not laughing anymore." A murmur rippled through the crowd. Victor Ashford thought he was untouchable. For 50 years he bought politicians. He corrupted judges. He destroyed anyone who threatened him. He thought he could hide his crimes forever. Lily's chin lifted. He was wrong. "My grandfather was a janitor. He cleaned floors. He emptied trash. He was invisible, but he saw everything. And for 40 years he gathered evidence. He built a case that no amount of money or power could bury. That evidence is now in the hands of the Justice Department. Ashford's empire has fallen. His allies are in prison. His fortune is frozen. He has nothing left." Lily looked directly into the camera. "But he's still out there. He's still dangerous. He bombed a courthouse and killed 12 innocent people. He thinks fear will protect him. He thinks if he terrorizes us enough, we'll stop fighting." She leaned forward. "He's wrong about that too. Today, I'm announcing that the Morgan Architect Foundation is offering a $50 million reward for information leading to Victor Ashford's arrest. $50 million. Enough to change anyone's life. But more than that, I'm announcing something to Victor Ashford himself." She paused. Let the silence stretch. "I'm not afraid of you. I was never afraid of you. And I will never stop fighting until you're brought to justice. You can send your threats. You can bomb your buildings. You can run and hide like the coward you are." Her voice hardened. "But I will find you. And when I do, you'll finally understand something my grandfather knew all along. The truth always wins." The crowd erupted. Reporters shouted questions. Cameras flashed. The noise was deafening. But Lily didn't hear any of it. She was watching the rooftop across the plaza. A figure stood there, too far away to see clearly. But she knew. She knew. Agent Chen's radio crackled. "We have visual on a suspect. North building. Rooftop. Take him. Moving now." Lily watched the figure disappear from the rooftop. Her heart pounded. "Come and get me," she thought. "I'm ready." They caught him 30 minutes later. Not Ashford himself. One of his men. A sniper with a rifle aimed at the podium where Lily had been standing. "He was waiting for the perfect shot," Agent Chen reported. "If we hadn't spotted him, you'd be dead. But you did spot him. The plan worked. The plan almost got you killed. Almost doesn't count." Lily looked at the handcuffed sniper being loaded into a van. Will he talk? He's already talking. Ashford promised him $2 million for the hit. He knows where Ashford is hiding. Lily's pulse quickened. Where? A private estate. Upstate New York. Owned by a shell company we didn't know about. Agent Chen checked her phone. "We're mobilizing a tactical team now. Ashford will be in custody within the hour." "I want to be there." "Absolutely not." Agent Chen. "This isn't a debate, Lily. You've done enough. You drew him out. You gave us the break we needed. Now let us finish the job." Lily wanted to argue. Every fiber of her being wanted to see Ashford's face when the cuffs went on. But she looked at Rosa. Her mother was pale, trembling. She had been standing next to Lily on that podium, knowing a sniper might be watching. "Okay," Lily said quietly. "I'll wait." Agent Chen nodded. "I'll call you the moment it's done." She climbed into an SUV and disappeared. Rosa and Lily stood alone on the Capitol steps. "You were incredible up there," Rosa said finally. "I was terrified." "That's what made it incredible." Rosa pulled her close. "Your grandfather would have cried watching that speech. I almost did." "We're not done yet. Not until Ashford is behind bars." "I know." Rosa kissed the top of her head. "But for right now, can we just for a minute?" Lily closed her eyes. Just for a minute. She could do that. The call came 2 hours later. Lily snatched up the phone. Agent Chen, did you get him? Silence on the other end. Agent Chen. A voice finally spoke. Not Agent Chen. Victor Ashford. Hello, little architect. Lily's blood froze. Where is Agent Chen? She's right here. Would you like to say hello? A scream in the background. Agent Chen's voice twisted with pain. Don't do what he says, Lily. Don't. The scream cut off. Such a brave woman, Ashford said calmly. Stupid but brave. If you hurt her, you'll what? Give another speech. Ashford laughed. I've been watching you, little girl, watching you pretend to be strong, watching you play at being a hero. I'm not playing. No, you're not. And that's what makes this so satisfying. His voice dropped. You want to end this fine. Let's end it. You and me. Face to face. Where? Sterling Crown Bank, where it all began, midnight tonight. Come alone, or Agent Chen dies. Bring anyone with you, and she dies. Try to trace this call, and she dies. How do I know she's still alive? Another scream. Satisfied. Lily's hands shook. I'll be there. I know you will. Ashford's voice was silk over steel. Because you're just like your grandfather. Too brave for your own good. The line went dead. Lily stared at the phone. Rosa grabbed her arm. You can't go. Lily, you cannot go. It's a trap. I know it's a trap. Then why? Because Agent Chen saved my life. She believed in me when no one else did. Lily looked at her mother. I won't let her die because of me. He'll kill you both. Maybe. Lily picked up her grandfather's notebook. Or maybe I'll finally finish what Grandpa started. She walked toward the door. Rosa didn't try to stop her, because deep down, she knew. Some fights couldn't be avoided. Some fights had to be faced. And some little girls were born to bring down empires. Sterling Crown Bank stood silent in the midnight darkness. Lily approached alone. Each step echoed against the empty street. Her grandfather's bronze key hung around her neck. His notebook was tucked inside her jacket. She pushed through the revolving doors. The lobby was exactly as she remembered. The marble floors, the mahogany counter, the chandeliers that had witnessed her humiliation weeks ago. But now it was empty, dark, waiting. I'm here, Ashford. Her voice echoed into nothing. Silence. Then footsteps. Victor Ashford emerged from the shadows. He looked different, older, thinner. His perfect suit was wrinkled. His silver hair was unkempt. But his eyes, those cold, empty eyes, were exactly the same. The little architect returns. He spread his arms. Welcome home. Where's Agent Chen? Patience. We have so much to discuss first. I didn't come here to talk. No. You came here to die. Ashford smiled. Just like your grandfather. Lily's heart stuttered. What did you say? Oh, you didn't know. Ashford's smile widened. Edward Morgan didn't die of natural causes. I killed him, slowly, painfully, while he begged me to spare his family. Rage exploded through Lily's veins. You're lying. Am I? Ask yourself, why would a healthy man suddenly deteriorate in 2 weeks? Why would a fighter just give up? Ashford stepped closer. I poisoned him, little girl. A special compound that attacks the nervous system. Untraceable. Undetectable. He died knowing that everything he built would crumble. You monster! I'm a businessman. Your grandfather was a liability. I removed him. Ashford shrugged. Just like I'm going to remove you. Lily's hands trembled, not with fear, with fury. You think you've won, she said quietly. You think because you killed my grandfather you've beaten us. Haven't I? Your empire is built on the work of a dead man. Without him, you're just a scared little girl playing pretend. No. Lily reached into her jacket. I'm the girl who destroyed your empire with a single code. I'm the girl who sent your allies to prison. I'm the girl who made the most powerful criminal in America run and hide like a rat. She pulled out the notebook. And I'm the girl who's going to finish what my grandfather started. Ashford's eyes locked onto the notebook. Give me that. Come and take it. Ashford lunged. Lily was faster. She ducked under his arm and sprinted toward the vault. Her sneakers squeaked against the marble. Behind her, Ashford's roar of rage echoed through the empty lobby. You can't run from me! Lily hit the stairs. Down, down, down. Into the darkness she knew by heart. The boiler room, the hidden panel, the secret passage. She yanked the latch. The wall swung open. Stop! Ashford appeared at the doorway. Gun raised. Lily didn't stop. She dove into the passage as the shot rang out. The bullet sparked off the wall inches from her head. Then darkness swallowed her. The tunnel was pitch black. Lily ran blind. Her hands scraped against the walls. Her lungs burned. Behind her she could hear Ashford crashing through the passage. There's nowhere to go, little architect. This tunnel ends at Vault 707, and I have the only key. Lily's hand found her grandfather's bronze key. He didn't have the only key. She ran faster. The passage twisted, turned, finally opened into the vault she remembered. Lily burst through the door and slammed it behind her. Her fingers found the lock. The bronze key slid home. Click. The door sealed. Ashford pounded on the other side. Open this door! Open it now! Lily backed away. Her chest heaved. Her hands shook. But she was inside. Safe. For now. She looked around the vault. Her grandfather's desk. His files. His maps. And in the corner bound to a chair, Agent Chen. Lily ran to her. Agent Chen's face was bruised. Bloody. But she was alive. Lily, you shouldn't have come. I had to. Lily worked at the ropes. Hold still. I'll get you out. He's going to kill us both. Not if I kill him first. The ropes fell away. Agent Chen slumped forward. Lily caught her. Can you walk? I think so. Agent Chen struggled to her feet. How did you get past him? I know this building better than he does. My grandfather made sure of that. A massive crash shook the door. Ashford was trying to break through. That door won't hold forever, Agent Chen said. We need another way out. There is one. Lily pointed to the emergency hatch in the ceiling. The old subway tunnel. It leads to the surface. I can't climb, not in this condition. Then I'll carry you. Lily. I said I'll carry you. Lily's voice was steel. I didn't come all this way to leave you behind. Another crash. The door buckled. Go, Agent Chen said. Get the evidence out. I'll hold him off. No. Lily, listen to me. The notebook. Your grandfather's final files. They're more important than my life. Nothing is more important than your life. Lily grabbed Agent Chen's arm. You believed in me when no one else did. You fought for me. You bled for me. I am not leaving you. Tears streamed down Agent Chen's face. You stupid, brave girl. I learned from the best. The door exploded inward. Ashford stood in the doorway. Gun raised. Eyes wild. End of the line. Lily shoved Agent Chen behind her. If you want her, you go through me. Ashford laughed. Gladly. He pulled the trigger. Nothing happened. Click, 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 empty. Ashford stared at the gun in disbelief. What? Lily didn't hesitate. She grabbed a heavy filing cabinet drawer and swung it with everything she had. It connected with Ashford's skull. He staggered. Blood poured from a gash above his eye. You little... Lily swung again. Ashford caught the drawer, ripped it from her hands, threw it across the room. Enough! He backhanded her across the face. Lily flew backward. Her head cracked against the desk. Stars exploded across her vision. "You think you can fight me? You think you can win?" Ashford towered over her. Blood dripped from his face. "I've destroyed governments. I've killed presidents. I've ruled this country from the shadows for 50 years. He grabbed her throat. "And now I'm going to watch the light leave your eyes, just like I watched it leave your grandfather's." Lily couldn't breathe. Her vision darkened. Her hands clawed uselessly at Ashford's grip. "This is it," she thought. "This is how I die." Then she heard it. A voice. Her grandfather's voice. "You're the brave one, Lilybird. You stand tall." Her hand found the bronze key around her neck. The key her grandfather had carried for 40 years. The key that had unlocked an empire. The key with the sharp pointed edge. Lily drove it into Ashford's eye. He screamed. His grip released. Lily sucked in air and rolled away. Ashford clutched his face. Blood poured between his fingers. The key was embedded in his socket. "My eye, you took my eye." Lily scrambled to her feet. "That's for my grandfather." She grabbed Agent Chen. "Now we go now." They ran for the emergency hatch. Lily boosted Agent Chen up. Then she climbed after her. Below, Ashford's screams of rage echoed through the vault. "I'll find you. I'll kill everyone you love. This isn't over." Lily looked down at him. One eye bleeding, face twisted with hatred. The most powerful man she had ever known, reduced to a screaming animal. "Yes," she said quietly. "It is." She closed the hatch. The subway tunnel was dark, but familiar. Lily guided Agent Chen through the passages, left at the broken rail, right at the collapsed pillar. The same path she had taken with Marcus a lifetime ago. "How much farther?" Agent Chen gasped. "Almost there. The exit is just ahead." "Lily, what you did back there. Don't. Please don't say I was brave or strong or any of that. I was terrified. I thought I was going to die." "But you didn't." "No, I didn't." Lily's voice was hollow. "But Marcus did. My grandfather did. How many more people have to die before this ends?" Agent Chen was silent for a moment. "My father was a cop," she said finally. "He died when I was 12, shot during a routine traffic stop." Lily looked at her. "For years I blamed myself. I thought if I had been there, if I had done something different, he would still be alive." Agent Chen's voice cracked. "But the truth is, some people choose to fight. They choose to stand between darkness and light. And sometimes they pay the ultimate price. Is that supposed to make me feel better? No, it's supposed to make you understand." Agent Chen stopped walking. "Your grandfather chose to fight. Marcus chose to fight. They knew the risks. They accepted them. Because they believed in something bigger than themselves." "What did they believe in?" "You." Agent Chen smiled through her pain. "They believed in you, Lily. And tonight you proved them right." Lily's eyes burned. "I don't feel like a hero." "Heroes never do." They kept walking. The surface was chaos. Police cars, ambulances, news helicopters. The entire street was lit up like daylight. "Lily!" Rosa broke through the police line. She ran toward her daughter, tears streaming down her face. "Mom!" They collided. Rosa's arms wrapped around Lily so tight it hurt. "Oh God! Oh my baby! I thought I lost you. I thought—" "I'm okay, Mom. I'm okay." "When you didn't come back, I called everyone. The FBI, the police, the National Guard." Rosa pulled back her face, a mess of tears and relief. "Half the law enforcement in the country is looking for you. They can stop looking." Agent Chen limped toward them, supported by 2 paramedics. "It's over. Ashford is trapped in the vault. The building is surrounded." "Is he alive?" Unfortunately. A commotion erupted near the bank entrance. Lily turned. FBI agents were dragging Victor Ashford out of the building. His hands were cuffed. His face was covered in blood. One eye was gone, replaced by a bandage soaked red. He saw Lily. Even now, even defeated, his remaining eye burned with hatred. "This isn't over," he snarled. "You hear me? I'll get out. I always get out, and when I do, you won't." Agent Chen walked toward him. "Victor Ashford, you're under arrest for murder, terrorism, racketeering, and approximately 200 other federal charges. This time there's no judge to save you, no ally to bail you out. You're going to a black site so deep the sun will forget your name. You can't do this. I have rights. You lost your rights when you bombed a courthouse." Agent Chen leaned close. "Enjoy the darkness, Victor. You'll be there for a very long time." They dragged him away. Lily watched until the van disappeared around the corner. Then her legs gave out. Rosa caught her. "I've got you, baby. I've got you." Lily buried her face in her mother's shoulder and finally let herself cry. 3 months later, the Morgan house looked different. Fresh paint, new windows, a garden where the dead lawn used to be. The foreclosure notice was long gone, replaced by a small plaque next to the door. Edward Morgan lived here. Janitor, architect, hero. Lily sat on the porch steps, whittling a piece of cedar wood. The knife moved slowly, carefully. She wasn't good at it yet, but she was patient. A car pulled into the driveway. Agent Chen Sarah, now she insisted, stepped out. She walked with a slight limp these days, a permanent reminder of her captivity. "Hey, kiddo." "Hey, Sarah." Sarah sat down on the step beside her. "The trial ended today." Lily's hands stilled. "And, guilty on all counts. Victor Ashford will spend the rest of his life in federal prison. No parole, no appeal, no escape." Lily let out a breath she didn't know she was holding. "It's really over." "It's really over," Sarah smiled. "The foundation is doing incredible work, by the way. The scholarship program you created, we've already funded 200 students, kids from backgrounds just like yours. That was Grandpa's money. It should go to people who need it." Speaking of which, Sarah pulled an envelope from her jacket. "This came for you. From the Department of Justice." Lily took it, opened it. Inside was a letter and a medal. "The Presidential Citizens Medal," Sarah said. "The second highest civilian honor in the country. They want to give it to you in a ceremony next month." Lily stared at the medal. "I don't deserve this." "You exposed the largest criminal conspiracy in American history. You brought down a 50-year empire. You saved my life." Sarah put her hand on Lily's shoulder. "You deserve this more than anyone I've ever known." Lily set the medal aside. "Can I ask you something? Anything. Do you think Grandpa knew this would happen, that I would have to do all this?" Sarah was quiet for a long moment. "I think your grandfather knew you better than you know yourself. He saw the fire in you, the courage, the stubborn refusal to back down." She smiled. "He knew that if anyone could finish what he started, it was you." "I wish he could see it." "He can." Sarah looked up at the sky. "Wherever he is, he's watching, and I promise you he's proud." The front door opened. Rosa stepped out with a tray of lemonade. She was wearing jeans and a t-shirt. No more cleaning uniform, not ever again. "Sarah, I didn't know you were coming." "Surprise visit. I brought good news." "The trial. Guilty. All counts." Rosa's eyes filled with tears. "Oh, thank God." She set down the tray and hugged Sarah. "Thank you for everything you've done for us." "I should be thanking you. Your daughter saved my life." "She saved a lot of lives." Rosa looked at Lily with so much pride it made Lily's heart ache. "She's the bravest person I've ever known." "Mom, stop." "Never." Rosa kissed the top of her head. "Now drink your lemonade before it gets warm." They sat on the porch together, the three of them, watching the sun set over a neighborhood that finally felt safe. "What are you making?" Sarah asked, nodding at the wood in Lily's hands. "I'm not sure yet. Grandpa used to whittle. He made me a little bird once." Lily turned the wood over. "I'm trying to learn." "It takes time." "I know," Lily smiled. "But I'm patient, and I have plenty of time now." The wind rustled through the trees. Somewhere in the distance, a child laughed. A dog barked. Normal sounds. Safe sounds. Lily looked at her mother, at Sarah, at the home her grandfather had loved. She thought about everything she had been through: the bank, the vault, the tunnels, Marcus falling, Ashford screaming, the weight of $4 billion and 40 years of secrets. She thought about the 12 people who died in the courthouse bombing, about the hundreds of lives destroyed by Ashford's empire, about the thousands more who would have suffered if she hadn't walked into Sterling Crown Bank that day. She thought about her grandfather, the invisible man who saw everything, the janitor who built an empire of truth. And she thought about herself, a maid's daughter in scuffed sneakers, a girl who just wanted to check her balance, a girl who changed the world. "You know what Grandpa used to say?" Lily said quietly. "What?" "He said the strongest buildings aren't made of steel or stone. They're made of people. People who stand together. People who fight for each other." She looked at the medal in her hand. "People who refuse to give up no matter how scared they are." Sounds like a smart man? He was. Lily set down the knife, picked up the medal. "He was the smartest man I ever knew." She stood up. "I think I know what I want to say at the ceremony." Yeah. Lily looked at the sunset, at the golden light painting the world in hope. "I want to tell them about a janitor, about a maid, about a little girl who walked into a bank full of billionaires and refused to be invisible. I want to tell them that power isn't about money or connections or how loud you can shout. It's about courage, about standing up when everyone tells you to sit down, about fighting even when you're scared." She turned to her mother and Sarah. "I want to tell them that the real architects of this world aren't the ones in corner offices. They're the ones who clean the floors, who raise the children, who show up every day and do the work that nobody sees. And I want to tell them one more thing." "What's that?" Rosa asked. Lily smiled. "I want to tell them that I'm not done building yet." Rosa pulled her close. Sarah wiped her eyes. And somewhere in a place beyond time and space, Edward Morgan watched his granddaughter and smiled. His brave little lily bird. The architect who finished what he started. The sun set on a world that would never be the same. A corrupt empire had fallen. Hundreds of criminals were behind bars. Thousands of victims had received justice. And in a small house with fresh paint and a new garden, a 10-year-old girl sat on the porch with her mother whittling a piece of wood into something beautiful. She had walked into a bank asking to check her balance. She had walked out as the architect of a revolution. Some people are born to change the world. Lily Morgan was one of them. And her story was just beginning, the end. Thank you for watching this story until the end. If it touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to remember that quiet strength is the greatest strength of all. Leave a comment telling us your city. We love seeing how far these stories travel. And remember, the shield isn't something you hold. It's something you become. Until next time.